What up in the web? We back. Xbox does have games podcast. We back live in the living color. Hope you guys had a prosperous week. If you didn't, I don't give two anyway. So we got the crew in the building doing double duties. I went on 108 today. Go check that out. The Dragon's Den. But I still got 120% left in me. And Flip over there trying to play Halo once again.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, don't tell the public. The
Say
public don't
ready,
even know
he
what's
said
going
ready
on.
your ass out.
Yeah.
Halo
So
was
what's
shit
good,
Right?
Money, what's good with you?
Ain't shit, man.
I mean, people didn't cuss
Enjoying
out
life.
today.
Yeah, you botting a little bit, Bone.
None that I know of.
Okay.
None that I know of. Not today.
Shit, jittery.
All right. Then we got Punisher in the building. What's good with you, Punisher?
Got nothing much, man. You know, chilling.
No, that's Bone. Bone, your ass biting a little bit.
I am.
You were.
Yeah.
You like stuttering.
Nice. You sound alright to me.
Okay.
Mark, you get
Test,
Bob?
test, 1, 2.
Keep going.
Test,
Keep going.
test.
No, you sound better now.
No, you good.
Maybe you was
You
moving
good.
or something.
So then we got one of the biggest villains in the Xbox community. We got Livewire. What's good with you,
I
man?
love it. What did I do? I'm a wholesome,
Yeah, villain.
God-fearing, father.
Won't be that nigga.
I'm all about Jesus. Peace and love. Peace and love. I love Kanye and Drake. Know what I mean? Peace and love.
It's funny because it's true.
Hey man, all I want to do is, I'm not going. I come in peace, no violence. I just want to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. You know. So don't be mad at me for if I tell you the truth, only because it's coming from a good place. It's coming from where I'm getting ready for my full-fledged sanctification for Sunday. You know what I mean? So I can't tell a lie. I can't tell no lie. I gotta tell the truth. So it's all in love. No cap. I ain't giving no cap. All facts.
All right. So what y'all want to talk about? Because we don't have no.
Go ahead, Livewire. You don't say
well, let's see. Where should we start? We'll hold off on the Game Awards. And all right, we'll hold off on the Game Awards. So let's talk about Halo. So, how's everybody? Well, let's talk about how far anybody beat the game yet?
Nah.
No one on this panel. Not no one on this panel.
Only played like the first what?
All right, so how are y'all playing the game? How are y'all playing the game? So for me personally, I'm cleaning areas. Like once they drop me off, the last thing I do is the actual mission. I go after all the enemies, all the bosses, all the boosts, all the cores, all the soldiers I gotta go and rescue. I do all that shit first. Then I go do the mission. Then they tell they put you in another area and I do that shit all over again. So I'm only on the second that second section. I haven't done the actual mission for that place. Other than this
the way you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm on the mission where they show you in a trailer.
I got like 20 hours in
the anti cannons when you crash. That's where I'm at.
I didn't even get there yet.
Yeah,
I
you see old girl for the first time, and you see old girl for the first time, and it is what it is. After that,
I'm still on the damn ship. You made it past the beginning yet.
That motherfucker still sleeping in that shit, huh? Punisher still floating in space. He's still floating in space. He can't even wake up yet. Goddamn.
Yeah, but no, the game is to me is reminds me of me and Flipton said this earlier this week of Halo CE, the original Halo. You got that love and feeling like, I love Halo 4, I love Halo 5 and all that, but this one, like, It's like I got control what the hell I want to do. Instead, I'm like, I'm not on rails. If I want to go do a side mission, I can go do a side mission. If I want to go find a box to hook up my grappling hook so I can shock the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen.
I say thus far,
brother.
this is the best Halo I played. Like hands down, this is the best
You know
Halo I
what?
played, bro.
I was in a party with the other homie with Megatron to see what's going on with him. You know, I do my daily routine, always check on him every month and shit to make sure everything is good. And you know, he's still playing the campaign. He's like, yo, he didn't even get that far. I'm telling him, wait till you wait till you get on that campaign, boy. It's something to wonder. It's something to wonder, boy. Cause you know, like you just said, if you play Halo 1, it give you that feeling. It give you that straight off Halo 1 feeling. A lot of people may not remember Halo 1, but it gives you that straight feeling of Halo 1. Like when you riding around on the planet on the surface before you go you know, inside the ring or whatever to see what else is going on. I love it. I can't even complain about it, man. It's you know, that nostalgia, they did a hell of a job of it. Not just the nostalgia, but I don't know, man. Can I say a whole new beginning? I don't know.
Yeah. So my thing is like this Halo 1, it's you know the whole thing with the bosses is dope. It reminds me of Doom the way they did it. Um, as far as like in Doom, you usually have your boss battles, right? And then once you fight a certain enemy that comes up to you like a boss, then you'll run into similar enemies in that regular gameplay afterwards, and you kind of see that in Halo. You know, maybe it's not like when you fight Tremonis, you don't fight obviously him again, but you fight brutes similar to him. Like I fought this one dude who was like all geared up in some rhino gear. Yo, he was hard as fuck the kill. Just some regular ass random dude just in the woods and shit.
They threw a sport. What I did a side mission where they threw the what do you call it? Two Spartan killers on me at the same time, and one was in a brute.
I didn't even get to them yet.
Yeah, one is a brute. It's a side mission though. It's a side. It doesn't got nothing to do with the regular story. This is a side mission.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna run into them until I actually get to
both of them. I ran into both of them bad boys. And the thing about they had one at the top with that volcano gun that I can't stand. I know how to shoot it now.
Did you say volcanoing?
Volcanoing.
Volcanoing.
I'm saying that.
That volcanoing.
That guy.
And then,
what was the boy name?
One of them had a what you call it? He had a golden. What's the brute?
The golden armor set.
No, the brute motorcycle. I can't think of that.
Oh, the chopper.
The chopper.
Yeah,
he had a golden chopper.
Right.
I lost about like 30 times.
Oh, that's fire.
Last night until I had to realize, you know what? I got to flank him. I'm gonna throw something at this dude. I'm gonna flank his partner. I'm gonna jump in that bad boy. I'm gonna start running their asses over. And then they end up blowing up the chopper. Then my thing, it was a head up fade. 2-on-1. To me, it's a head up fade with me. Because I'm gonna get that brute shot. Boop, 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 boop. And we good. Because I like how certain weapons work on certain enemies too. Better.
The one thing that kills me is these motherfuckers talk shit about you like you're not even there. You can sit there in the cut.
Oh, no, they talk hella shit.
He can't even fight right. Can't even please his woman. Like, hold on, what did
he say? Yeah, disrespect.
It's
heavy. It's heavy out there with the disrespect, bro.
Yeah, they disrespect you on a level of not cool.
Yo, but it be like it's funny because like everybody talks shit, but they just do it in different ways. You know what I mean, like Boots talk their shit, Elites talk their shit. But the grunts were by far the most egregious. Those motherfuckers be talking hella shit.
Mm-hmm.
They got hella jokes.
You talk the most shit but run all the damn time.
Yo, you heard the grunt that comes over the PA and tells somebody that they got their family picture and they over there be like, you know what, we'll give it back to you when you're dead. Like, yo, what?
it's crazy. The game is like I say. I told Phil I was gonna run it in 3 days. It's not gonna happen because I started doing side missions.
Well, nah,
And then I still got to play multiplayer.
You gotta know life.
I told you that. I said there's
You
no
only
way
took 1 day off of multiplayer. I took 1 day off of it. Other than that, I've been on multiplayer because I at least I'll go get my points.
Daily,
so I can level up. I at least go all the way up, and then you get the double XP because you got Xbox Game Pass, and then you get another XP boost just because you bought the armor and stuff like that. So I have to sit there and play. But I usually play multiplayer when I'm in a party. When I'm in a party, that's when I usually do multiplayer.
Everybody should have at least about 40 to 48 hours of gameplay, then come back and holler at it. Give it
a lot of gameplay right
there. Yeah.
Yo, the gameplay is impeccable though. Yeah. It's impeccable, man.
Like
it's just physics and everything, man. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing it over. I'm definitely playing it over.
No, you don't understand. I'm ready to start it over now. I'm dead serious.
Well, the funny thing is, I was playing it on my account, and then I was playing on my wife's account. I just stopped. Yeah. I'm gonna play it on Legend. I'm gonna save Legendary for when we do the co-op.
See, that's retarded shit I'm talking about a lot.
I can have that co-op shit. I'm the chief. Ain't no other Spartans around. I don't like playing co-op.
I'm with you. I'll play it with you though, but come on, man. You know that shit. That's gonna be on another level.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be. Yeah, we gotta get multiple people in there. It depends on how we want to run through it, though. Hopefully, it's plus. You know what I mean? If it's plus, we can keep our gear.
How many people are going to be able to team up with? Like what? 4? The traditional.
Why you sound so far away? Get your ass off the game and get closer to the mic.
What you talking about? I'm not far away. You sound far away?
Yep.
I'm right here now. How you like me now?
I don't know.
Okay, but yeah, yeah, man. I want to know how many people are gonna be able to play that game.
Yeah, I don't think they announced that yet. As to how many people you can co-op with. You probably have to wait a little longer for that.
Yeah, but that game to me is meant for being single player, and I'm gonna enjoy it that way. If I want a multiplayer, we can go play some big team battle, or if they make they'll make some DLC where it's multiple Spartans. You get to pick what Spartan you want. I want all of us being damn chief. That's what I like about multiplayer when you can pick multiple characters. I don't want to be the same person all the time.
Oh yeah.
I ain't making. I'm keeping it real.
Oh, nigga.
Oh, who knows? Maybe they'll let you run through with the armor you got for multiplayer.
I mean, shoot, I wouldn't mind doing other missions for other Spartans and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Find out what mission for Blue Team and all that shit. For DLC or whatever. Yeah, that should be fire.
Yeah, they said they're finna run this game up, so there's gonna be some DLC. We can. They said this ain't the end. Maybe we go find out. You play as some Spartans that I'm not gonna tell you if they here or not, but you might play as them and find out what the fuck was going on. It's a whole lot. That universe is just crazy.
Yeah, but Halo, man, that's the shit, bro. That's that shit right there. I played this shit on Xbox and I played it on XCloud. Yeah. Just because I couldn't get home, so I was like, I gotta get my fix though. Gotta get my fix.
Vok, I'm not anti-social, so don't call me no pony.
Yeah.
I play everything else with y'all.
Yeah. Say it again, Vodka.
I ain't no anti-social. I play, man. I'm anti-social. Why I talk to y'all optimal days of a week if I'm antisocial.
Well, why can't you play with someone else? It's the same game with somebody else.
Because I
It
don't
gotta
want
be
to
with
know
us.
what. Because I figure that game is meant to be. Why? My opinion can't just be can just stand. That's just my opinion. If y'all want to go head up and go play, just go right on ahead. I ain't say I wasn't stopping y'all.
Yes, you did.
Well,
When
they
I said
say
I was
playing
stopping
games
y'all.
is fun together, man.
When I come over to Bet and Lie, I'll tell you when.
No.
I'm about to say this don't shut. I'm looking for a better weapon to fight these. They got two of these big dudes on my ass and shit. Thing one and thing two.
What else was talked about this week? I'm trying to think something.
Now wake your ass up.
When I have fun,
I ain't sleep.
Y'all ass out every night. That's when I have fun.
I'm blowing my nose.
Yeah. Shout out to TK9, man. Y'all gotta go check out TK9, man. He had me cracking do the video game awards. That's the only reason I even watched the shit. He had him and his people's old man, his old lady, and them. We was just chopping up the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check him out Monday nights. He actually he kind of helped me out when I get at home because he comes when I get home from work. He's right on, and I can get on and then have fun again. But y'all go check them out, man. Appreciate everybody that comes through. We really do. Even though I might don't like you. Like I don't like Flip.
It's to be expected. I understand.
Yeah, but what was the craziest shit? I'm trying to think about other than the video game and other than I don't want some of the stuff I don't want to talk about because I know it's already bullshit. Damn, it's first time. I don't want to talk about the video game awards right now.
Go ahead, Loud. Wake up. We're there playing the game and shit.
I'm trying to think. What else happened on this week?
A lot of
We already
people
talked about the pedo. We already talked about that pedo. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel, Jeff Keighley? We can ask that. Jeff Keighley.
We aired us last week.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel Jeff Keighley reneged and talked about the situations that was going on in the gaming world?
I mean, he said what he could say. What you going point fingers at Activision and all that shit. I mean, you could try to do that shit, but then that means you got to do that for every single person that does some shit. So when Sony has their shit, you got to do it. Then Capcom has their shit, bro. You gonna have shit everywhere. You gonna have issues with. Most of the time is because of the demographic in gaming. It's mostly guys doing shit to females or guys doing shit to other guys, but you know what I mean? On rare occasion, you have females doing that shit too. It's not.
This thing want to come on.
Huh? It's not impossible, but it's rare.
Zink was coming back. I didn't hit Zink because Zink was coming back from a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a long.
Keep going.
Yeah, but look, he did what he got to do. I mean, he had to keep it general as hell, but he mentioned all the shit that was, an issue. So, I mean, he didn't go to great detail on it because that shit ain't the time or the place for that. Like, I know some people was like, oh, you got to go out there and you got to talk about this shit now. But I'm like, it's supposed to be the video game awards. It's like a celebration. It's like you going to Christmas dinner and somebody want to talk about how they got raped 5 years ago. Like, that ain't the time and the place for that shit, man. Like, the kids are here. Like, what the fuck are you doing, yo? You go in a room with take that shit to the side. You don't do that shit at the dinner table. I mean, I understand that shit traumatic, but there's a time and place for all that shit. You gotta take that shit to the therapist. Flip money, I'll give him your number. You know what I mean? he helped everybody on Xbox Live for free.
Flip is a head therapist right here.
Now if you're a pony, he might have to charge you.
Yeah, boy.
Flip be on Xbox Live, be like sitting there, be like, now, listen. The only reason why you be doing the shit that you be doing is because you got abandonment issues with your mama. That's why. Now for you, only reason why you suck all them dicks is because you feel that your daddy wasn't there, so you feel you got to prove yourself to a man. So the only way you feel you can is by sucking a lot of dicks. Now, and then he go over here and be like, and sir, right here. And the only reason why you be playing them JRPG video games is because motherfucker, you use a fucking pony. That's what. Nah, but nah, Flip be going there giving free consultations and shit. He'd be like, "Now the first one, now the first one's free. Now next time you got to come back with some monetary value. I'll take Xbox points and I'll take actual cash. Which one you got?" And be like, "I got PlayStation Plus, nigga. I don't play that shit." It's like, that should be
a PlayStation Now gift card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't accept PlayStation gift card.
he said I don't accept PlayStation gift cards. Nintendo, maybe. Depends on what they get. Nah, that's just too funny, man.
What y'all thought about the what you call the joint? The Unreal Engine.
Oh yeah, it's fire.
Shit,
I'm glad you brought that up. See, Vodka
a glimpse of the future.
So we can talk about. You know the thing. This is the thing that I don't. I don't think being cousin understood. What I was saying, like, or if you do know that it's sad that they didn't get no help from Sony. Like, what's their name? The dude that Unreal Engine 5. What's their name?
Epic
Coalition.
Yeah, Epic Games.
Epic had to ask Microsoft or ask the Coalition to come in and help them to optimize the game and get it to running. And it's just a demo to get it to running for all platforms, even Sony. Now, I was just wondering, where's Sony at? For the people out there that saying Sony got a double decker, triple decker chip that does all this computing power and it's so powerful and it's inevitable, you know what I'm saying, for it to get defeated, why didn't they go to Sony and they went to Microsoft? Because they admitted that they couldn't do it, what they were trying to do. But they went to Microsoft, and as you know, fucking brain fart live. What's the name of the company again?
Epic.
No, not Epic. Whatchamacallit? That help Epic.
Coalition.
The Coalition had to come in and help them. Because I went back, I was like, let me go here and watch it. I didn't even know that they tweeted it out. Because I've been seeing the Major Nelson show popped up, but I didn't get the chance to look at it. And when I finally did, I called live. The live like, hey, they tweeted it out. Motherfucker, I'm late again. Shit. So they said it. It came out their mouth. Came out Epic mouth. They couldn't do it. They needed all the Coalition help. They're like, the Coalition came in there at the end. Now there was nothing wrong with the graph. They said that they helped them out with the ray tracing, 60 frame, 120 frame, and a bunch of for them to say it was a little bit of stuff. To me, that sounds like a whole lot of shit that they had to help them with. Because they were talking about how many buildings, how many 10,000 buildings. It's procedurally generated. How many thousands of street lights, curves, how many miles, all this stuff that they were saying. And they say every time you play it again, it will play a little different. It's going to play different or whatever. So Microsoft, the company that everybody hates to hate on, The company that Red Dragon don't like. And I told his ass, you might as well just stick with a PlayStation. They get the game console that nobody likes. The one that always getting beat up and stopped on. That gaming console. The evil, the devil himself, Microsoft, the devil himself. But yet they still had to go to Microsoft to fix something which help and benefit fucking Sony. Please tell me, make logic of that, you ponies. I just want y'all to make logic to me. Why is that? Why is Microsoft is this and this or an inferior console and all this other shit, but yet they still needed Microsoft help to put it on their console? And surprisingly, Sony don't have I guess full on ray tracing like Microsoft, but Microsoft was kind, malevolent, generous to help them.
You know what? According to the ponies, they do though. They saying the ray tracing the PS5 is better than the Series X. From what I hear from the ponies.
I'm just saying. I need Lawai to do his as what you call it as somebody shoot as do his crazy calculation or whatever, his retarded math. To figure that shit out.
Well, PlayStation has software, hard ray tracing. Xbox has hardware based. That's the difference. But they do use theirs more. They use hardware ray tracing more than Xbox does. Software ray tracing more so than Xbox does the hardware one. Because to be honest, only trying to think. Only I don't know if Xbox has a studio that does.
I got him on here already. He already in here. See your blind ass look.
Your blind ass the goddamn game. Listen here, goddamn it. You don't talk about my disability when I'm playing video games. You hear what the Flip Man is saying? Do you hear what the Flip Mike is telling you, man? Do you understand me, brother, man?
That's why you playing the game and I'm watching the chat.
Okay,
go back, Jack.
You right.
Coke bottle glass candy, motherfucker.
Okay.
What's going on, fellas?
That's why your hands look like fucking on isotonic glove, motherfucker. But go ahead, everything was good. But I'm sorry, what was you saying, though? I'm sorry, other day.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Xbox hasn't really implemented ray tracing much because I think their targets are different. You know, they can do it, but I think they find the benefits of 120 is more appealing to them than going for ray tracing, which basically hinders your frame rates to around 30, unless you're doing a totally linear experience. Like if they had like a version of Uncharted or something, they would probably do that at 60 frames and ray tracing, but they don't have anything that linear.
They'll have it ready, Jason Ronald. They waiting on a few things, but I think Forza Motorsport is going to bring everything out, and
that probably be the first one.
And Forza is not going to it's not going to go down to the other consoles either. So
they'll
be ready.
But I'm just saying, I just find it funny. Microsoft, my company, they can't do shit. They can't get shit right, but yet you still have to go to them to get them to even run it on the PlayStation. Why? But I'm just saying, why does it seem like it's always Xbox company that have it? This is not the first time Microsoft has did this. For the people out there that's watching us, listen, this is not the first, second, third, or fourth time Microsoft or one of their division on video game division actually had to help a developer out to make it for the other platform. I'm just saying.
Absolutely, man. Just like Shisno Elite said, Microsoft has some of the best programmers. Turn 10 helped out Flight Simulator. And you know how dope that game is. And all three of them helped out PUBG. The Coalition, 343, and Turn 10 and Sea of Thieves helped PUBG when they were struggling. Everybody was in there on that. Hey, TK9, don't let vodka into your Forza car thing, man. His cars are too ridiculous, dude. That's a cheat code. Vodka's cars are amazing. Anyway, man, go ahead.
Yeah, but I was basically saying.
Talk about what we thought about the damn. Fuck all this technical shit. We leave that shit to the other mother. What you guys think when y'all played the Matrix? Fuck all this. Nobody want to hear up to early at night. Nobody want to fuck around no race tracing and all that shit.
I haven't played that shit yet.
Computer man.
Nobody want to hear about no race tracing and all that shit. Let's talk about how we enjoy the experience, the Matrix experience.
You guys played the Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the experience.
Okay, I played the demo.
Experience when I saw the technical shit. I enjoyed that.
Mine downloading right now.
I enjoyed that.
It's a 30 gig experience. It's showing you the power of the Unreal Engine 5. They actually let you play the game. You can walk around the city. They actually show you how to use the technology to make people look that's older, make them younger. Keanu Reeves showed you like, hey, you want to see how they make a younger version of me?
Oh, hold on, Bone. That's the technical side of it. You just say you don't want to talk about that.
I ain't talking about, you want to go deep in depth.
Yeah, no.
He said you want to go into deep flip. You want to go into deep.
I'm on you. Oh, shit, I died. Shit. Fuck
you. But that Matrix,
yeah, but not that Matrix. Yeah, I was
stuff, man. Like hopefully.
Yeah, my thing was wondering. I was wondering if that was the project that they were saying the coalition was working on, or they working on. Yeah, small project. It might have been that.
According to what she said, watching the interview, whatever. They was working on that for about a year. They just came in and helped them with that. I guess whatever the problem was.
What would be cool is if they were working on something similar, but like was more of a game. It could still be a tech demo, but it could be more of a game like what was that other Matrix game we got years ago? After Matrix Reloaded.
Into the Matrix, yeah.
Enter the Matrix, not Path of Neo. That's a different one.
No, I think it was one called the Path of Neo.
Into the Matrix, where you played as Jada Pinkett or some other dude.
That was one, but was one. Oh yeah. You played with Jada Pinkett and old boy.
Yeah, I don't know what the Asian guy's name was.
And Morpheus died.
They had that Path of Neo.
Oh, was it Roy Jones Jr.? It wasn't Roy Jones Jr. Was it?
No, it was no. I don't think Roy was. Roy was.
He was in it though. He was in that game though. Right. I don't remember if you could play him, but I know he was in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I forgot. That's so long ago.
It's been too long. It's too many beers, too many alcohol drinks and shit.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
I play too
I
many
gotta
games.
Download that. It's just on the dashboard.
It's in the store. Just type in Halo. When you type in Halo.
Oh yeah, it look good. It look good.
Matrix.
But for being a tech demo and they allowed you to play it, it was crazy to me.
Yeah, because what it shows to me is the ability to probably render and build like games, as at least the map in the area a lot faster, a lot more efficient, and with the same level of detail that they would use in order to take it like months on end to get it refined to that. Because you look inside of there, man, the detail in that game is that tech demo was crazy, bro.
Well, like the guy said, he was talking about how many polygons it took and how many buildings is in there.
I don't know. It's a lot of them motherfuckers, yo. It's a lot of them.
He said over 10,000. Like I said,
I don't think that's what 100 was talking about.
Buildings in the demo.
I don't think that's what 100 was talking about. 100 just threw a shot at Sony. I think 100 threw a shot at Sony while I say what's up to Unlimited Productions and E-Rock X. But 100 just threw a shot and y'all missed it. Missed it, man. 100 said, hey, they're allowing us to play a demo. Meanwhile, the third tier of Sony's bullshit ass program is gonna make you pay for that shit. So you just paying for some demos and some PSP games and no day one games. They just repackage the same shit and it's like, we're gonna sell these jokers this shit. They don't care, you know. So we're gonna give them this demo and we're gonna make them pay for it $70 later. And we just gonna repackage the same package and we're gonna call it a rival to Game Pass. Nah, that's that shot. Hunter just threw a subliminal shot that just went across the airway.
I thought you were going to say they were going to call it "Sucker Come Buy It." That's what Sony, a bunch of Sony fans is. They like a bunch of suckers. They fall for the bullshit. I don't know why. I'm trying to help y'all, man. I want y'all to feel and understand the great things that we have. Man, you know, people don't want to believe it though, but they're not going to have nothing for Game Pass. I'm sorry.
No.
Their version of Game Pass is not going to be what we got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the
services mashed together.
They can't sustain that shit.
No, they don't have the pocket.
They can't lock down third-party exclusives and content for the damn PS now.
You know what they're gonna give you? You know what they're gonna give you? They're gonna open up they're gonna say you can download 5 movies or TV shows a month. Cause that's all they got.
They can barely do that.
Yeah. They're gonna add all that. They're gonna say, hey, we're gonna give you PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus all in one on a certain tier. They're not Jim Lion ass Ryan already said that they cannot, it's not part of their infrastructure to put games on the service day one. Now if he be if he gonna fuck around and be a re nigga, if he fuck around and be a re nigga, that's on him. I want to
but you know what though? No. But it would be good if that would be a good thing if we renege on that. But we know that it's not going to work. I'm sorry. If that system is not built like that. Listen here. This is the problem when you love ball, and me and other fellows were talking in space. What I realized, they don't know how to work that cell processors to bring all the games that's backward compatible and bring all them games in there. They don't know how to do none of that. They can't.
I have to say this. Flip. I have to say this on the Dragon Den podcast. I have to say this in the Dragon Den podcast. If the PC guys, Flip, you're gonna have to say the word. You got to say the word for me because I can't say it. I said it on Dragon Den mess. I can't. I say the E word.
Emulator.
If emulator. I was about to say we talking about the pussy ass niggas on the
PC guys can take their game already. Won't you go hire some of these guys like Microsoft did?
Exactly.
And build for your system.
Well, think about what you just said,
don't cell processor anymore because you can actually trick.
He know what he said.
It's saying that it's a PlayStation 3 and it's running off a cell processor.
100 just throwing shots again.
Yeah, I know. The thing about come on, they not Microsoft.
They can't afford it. Whose money they gonna use to hire somebody? 100. They broke ass.
They quit doing all them damn marketing deals. If they quit doing all the marketing deals to try to keep games off of Xbox, you probably can do it.
It's not the bone. They can do it. Like you said, they can do it. Sony can do it themselves, but they're not.
And then you know what?
We got PC people. They can do it. They just not going to do it.
Mark Sony is not coming out the basement no time soon.
Hey, the main thing is Sony's methodology of backwards compatibility is to make people pay $49, like they're about to make people pay $49 or $59 for Uncharted 4 and the DLC to it without bringing over the multiplayer. They're not even gonna give them the multiplayer. And like TK9 just said, "What's up, Sensei's thoughts?" TK9 said the last time he paid for a demo was in a magazine, and that's insight there from TK9. He's only about 30. But the Xbox magazine, we couldn't wait for those demos. I still have some of them under my damn TV. Now these jokers gonna make you pay for demos all over again. Got it.
Live, give me the retarded man live. Break down the retarded man live.
Wait, say it
You
again.
gotta tell us something, man. Break down the returning man again, man. You gotta tell us something, man. Sony got to be a way to do this shit, man. They got to find money to be able to do it. They sold 100 and something million goddamn console. Where the money at, Bob? Where the money at? Is somebody stealing money from the church?
Because they're not buying their games, Flip. They're not buying their software. They're not buying their movies.
They not.
And they're gonna flip money throwing shots.
Good.
That's what
If
that's
it ain't
what
the
they sound like
last
they're
of
telling
it,
me.
Well,
Sure, they might
I
be going
mean,
into these trash
they're,
ass
they're,
Spider-Man movies.
well, yeah, their biggest issue is they don't get the return on investment like Nintendo does, but nobody
No.
really does. You know what I mean? Like Nintendo puts in the least and get out the most. And it's not because no, they don't. It's not that they make shitty games and it's all their games. It's just that the way they. It's like think of it like Nintendo's like Santa Claus, right? They basically got little elves making toys for the little girls and little boys, right? But he ain't paying them motherfuckers like that. He not.
No.
You know what I mean?
And
And that's what Nintendo do. They don't pay those developers like that, but they get crazy return on investment because it doesn't matter how many times you done played Mario, doesn't
they're
matter
gonna
how many times you
repackage it
played
and give it to
Zelda,
you again.
Kirby, bro, motherfuckers love it. Like Nintendo was like McDonald's or something like that.
Exactly.
Like you've had it so long, even as an adult, you might just be like, I don't fuck with no Mario, I don't fuck with no Zelda. But all of a sudden, let you get that shit in your possession. You be sitting there like a little kid, just like you were back in the day. Like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love this shit. Like, I mean, that they just get you like that. And obviously, they make
Exactly.
a great product because if they didn't, you wouldn't give a fuck.
And
You know what I
here's the
mean?
thing,
Why?
Live. You right
And
on
that's
point.
why. No, let me finish. And that's why motherfuckers on here with Halo and treating this shit like crack. Why? Because 343 went into their Nintendo bag and gave gamers what they wanted. They gave them exactly what they remembered and polished it up for today. That's what they did. But like, because if you think about it, what we remember Halo being isn't what it was when we looked at it as like, oh, this is the most open world. Because at that time, that it was when Halo came out, it was the most open game of it. Of like, we ain't playing no games with no damn sandbox as a shooter, not like that. So they
Yeah.
I
basically
didn't even
gave
think
us
of that.
they
And,
Right. I
basically
and
didn't
gave
even
us
think.
what they gave
I
us the nostalgia. They gave us what we thought in our head of that time.
And to
I did
piggyback
not.
off of what you're saying, Live, Nintendo maximizes profits because they make the most money off of their hardware because they don't use the research and development to get to where Sony is trying and Microsoft is. They're going for top shelf gaming. Nintendo is going to stay where they at. They're going to be consistent. They're not going to spend the research and development to give us a much better console. They know that they have the 12 and under market on lockdown because all the parents are going to buy them, their kids, or their nephews, or their nieces a Nintendo because it's safe. So they could make the same game, make it change it up a little bit, make a quality game, and everyone's going to buy their shit. But they don't have a big third party market because third party is not going to go all the way down there to make a game just for Nintendo. And then too, the 12 and under market or 10 and under market isn't going to buy it. So they maximize their profits on the console front and the software front because they know they have a set group and they're never going to try and go over that group. Even the executives say that they want that 12 and under market. People didn't believe me, but when he said that, that's it. That's what they go for. So they don't have to strive to make that prototype Corvette that changed to a mid-engine car versus that front-loaded V8. Now that thing is powerful and less expensive. But Nintendo is not going to spend the research and development dollars to do such a thing.
Yeah. But I think this is what the other thing that Sony struggles with. They their whole thing is on graphics, right? And graphics are great, But the problem with graphics is it depreciates super quick because their
Hmm.
gameplay is never the driving point of their games. It's always the
Correct.
narrative and the
Hmm.
look of it. So
Hmm.
that's why once you played it and once you've seen it, you don't really give a fuck about it because its gameplay isn't the driving point of why you play the game. Nintendo's the opposite. Narrative is never the really. I mean, other than Zelda, because Zelda has more of a story, but Mario's been around for forever, and all you know is Bowser is trying to get Peach. That's it. There ain't even no other narrative other than that.
Hmm.
Yet people keep coming back again and again and again to play the games because at the end of the day, gameplay is king. As much as people talk about, well, graphics, yes, graphics are great. And the only reason why Xbox fans talked about graphics last gen is because when we spoke about the games and the value of the games that we were playing, people said it's not good enough because it wasn't 1080p. That's the only reason why Xbox fans have been talking about graphics. Because when we said gameplay, the media said it wasn't good enough. PlayStation fans didn't say it was good enough. Obviously, Nintendo fans they haven't had graphics as the main part,
Hmm.
so they didn't say shit. They just was like, "Well, we ain't in that shit, so whatever. We over here doing this." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So then once Xbox got, they were getting all the 4K games and whatever. Then graphics wasn't the thing anymore. Then it became how many exclusives do you have, right? Now
Hmm.
Xbox got all the exclusives. Oh
Mm-hmm.
well, now it's going to be something else. I don't know what the new
They,
narrative is.
they're slowly trying to move the frame rate now.
Yep. Hang
Yeah,
on
but they
before we
Well,
already
they
go
got
don't
on.
want to mess with
they
Before we
got
that.
go
frame.
on, before
Yeah,
we
they
go
got
on,
frame rate already too. Huh?
before we go on, my Xbox brother over here gave us $5 saying Sony's trying to sell the pipe dream to their fans, and they fall for it. Game Pass is killing it.
Hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
they fall for a
Money.
lot for Sony.
Huh?
I
Go
think they
ahead.
yeah,
already
but
But
did
but
fell
but Flip,
for it.
remember I said this, Flip. Remember I said this, and nobody didn't catch on at first until you finally believed when I started talking about it. And I said this today. Remember, um, what do you call that? Quantum Break. Remember the media was like, oh, it's 720. They went off of digital fuckery and all that other
Right.
shit, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I do.
But people don't understand Xbox upscales that game to the best computer. If you had a TV that runs, it upscale it to the best it can be. So it's not.
You know,
It,
yeah,
it's
you're
just.
right.
Yeah, but people kept saying that didn't count
But
though
no, but people
Right.
didn't understand it's
because
an upscaling
it
chip.
wasn't
Now they're
native.
trying to say PlayStation got an
You
upscaling chip too now, and it's
no,
upscaling.
they don't. Not like
Shut the
Microsoft.
fuck up and get the fuck out of here. Go get a
But,
bag of
but see,
nickels.
but this is the thing. What you're saying is true. Not like see, this is another thing that people don't know that Microsoft does, and the piggyback on what you're saying is also get the same breath that you were saying that. I was like, I read up Microsoft. Go to these television companies. Look at what's inside these television companies, and their system adjusts according to whatever your television showing. Not only that, the upscaling chick is magnificent, it also help out whatever TV is. So let's just say you got a low brand Emerson TV or some shit like that, 4K Emerson TV or whatever.
Damn,
Let's just say you got a TV like that or whatever. It
brought up
makes the
Emerson
Emerson.
game,
TV.
the
They still
game,
make
the
that shit.
game, the game.
Yeah, you get them
I'm just
shits in
giving. I'm just doing.
Walmart.
Yeah, they do. But what I'm saying is that they enhance that TV visual. They're gonna give you the best that TV got. And that's what it does. The Xbox give you the best TV, the best whatever TV. So whatever TV you got, the Xbox is going to push it. Because I was reading up on that, I said, oh, that makes sense. So what if you have an QLED, OLED, LED or whatever, Emerson, whatever TV you got, it pushes it and giving you the best whatever that TV can do. It's gonna give you the best what that TV can do. And a lot of people don't realize they don't know that. Because I'm sitting like, damn, why does this game look like this? Now I know why. And now people out there, y'all know why. Because as other thing always say, this show is for the learned. I let you say because
Absolutely.
I want to butcher what you
Yeah,
say.
it's for the learned of the community. And like 9 Foot said, he likes the AI on heroic difficulty on Halo. I heard you guys talking about it on my way in here, and that AI is amazing. I don't know how many hours I have in the game, but I'm trying to clear this whole thing. That AI is unbelievable. I mean, it will
Hmm.
have you running in circles for your damn life, and you don't
Yeah, it
get that.
will.
And then 100's friend, man, 100, he always hyping this dude up. Jason Schreier comes out with this article
Um,
on some bullshit, and he have everybody believing this shit. And then he says, oh, they were going to release the game actually in 2019. No, dumbass. They were going to release the game in 2018. Bonnie Ross had an interview with Livewire's best friend Shaggy, and she told him, she said, yeah, we were going to release Halo Infinite, but the Slipspace engine was coming up. So we said, you know what, we're going to put this shit on that. She said it in a damn interview. Okay. But nobody wants to listen to this chick. Everybody wants to damn fire her, you know?
but
But
why
they
nobody talking
told
about
us
the slip
everything
space engine?
they were going to do.
Answer that to me, Zink. Everybody, why nobody talking about the slip space engine?
I have no idea. And
It's
then,
quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet in a motherfucking hooker in church.
absolutely. And
They
then,
don't talk about. And I don't see these. I don't see these YouTubers. I don't see nobody talking about. I don't watch everybody, but I don't see them talking about how this is the first time they're actually made their own engine and they put it to work and it's working.
talk that shit. Hey, 100. And Flip Money over there staying quiet. He was in with you, hyping up Jason Schreier. And he said, Jason Schreier said they're using the same Bungie components. Hey, dumbass. You know what? A mechanic could look at an engine and say, hey, that's a Chrysler engine. No, that's a Corvette engine right there. You don't totally revamp the whole damn engine, you fool. You use components of that and you make things better. That's why people know how to continue to work on your shit. And I don't believe no, well, I believe it that no one wants to call Jason Schreier out for whatever reason. He don't know shit. Okay. Of course, you're going to have the even Unreal Engine 5 has is based off of Unreal Engine 4. It's just a shitload more powerful. But the same tools, you'll be able to use some of those tools to get out the best of Unreal Engine 5 because you know this engine already. You know what they're about. You know what leads into the next thing, and you're just building on something great. It's like the Forza Tech engine. That's why they're so great. They build on what they have, and this Forza, the next Forza Motorsport is going to be incredible. Okay, but that AI, and like you were about to say, 100, and people, I heard you guys talking that Halo Infinite is like Halo CE. Halo CE is my favorite game. And this is like that, a lot like it. And they take it to a new verticality that's incredible. And I think Livewires said something about when I heard you guys talking. He said it seems like the grapple hook was made for the game. One of you guys said that. I mean, it does seem like, this shit's been here for 20 years. This game is incredible, man. This is an incredible game. And no matter where you go, it's always somebody waiting around the corner to beat your ass. You know, game is
Yeah,
great, man.
like I tell you, this is what Gears needs to evolve into when they have that multiplayer, the open world section, because this is what was missing in Gears for that campaign. Uh, all they needed was a little bit of this, like the where you just because right, other than doing like the little hunt for the different shit, right? You didn't
Hmm.
really encounter any enemies. You know, oh shit,
See, in a
and that
firefight
and
now.
I feel
Oh
what
no,
you mean.
I think it's
The
something
thing
that
yeah, I
they
about it,
just
the
want
got
to
murdered.
AI
do,
to
but
me is that
they
AI
probably just don't want
is
to change the
incredible. You
game too
cannot go
much.
in there gun blazing.
Yeah,
You
the
used to
AI
go in
Nope.
is
Halo,
the
you was a,
AI
a, a
is
one man tank.
Mm-mm.
That shit don't work no more. You got to
Nope.
sit there like, oh, okay, I'm finna go knock down this little small ass base. What I'm finna do? Oh shit, it goes some reinforcements. Shit, what's my ammo? What should I use? Shit, I gotta go run. This is the first Halo I actually ran for a minute to charge my shields because I was getting overwhelmed. The grunts got ammunition that will put you on your ass. Then we'll teabag you and talk shit
all day. Hey, but you know what? Real quick, TK9 is right. Live, I disagree too. Gears is not an open world type game. Gears is more closed quarters.
I'm not saying it has to be open world. I'm saying when they did the sections that were open world, they needed to have the enemy types out there too. Like
a few more. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying make the whole thing open world. No.
Yeah, Gears is like around the corner type game.
They should try.
Yeah, just so that when you out there on the skiff or whatever, you can't. It ain't sweet. Like you gotta watch your back, otherwise you're gonna get fucking murked out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm saying with that.
Yeah, man. Vodka said something. I missed it over here.
I think what you call it, the coalition said something for Halo was just right. What you played in Gears 5, it was miniature open world. You rolled out, you went to go knock this out. You didn't have to go do it. It didn't force you to go do it. But I like what you said. Now it's where we go do a mission. Now they took from the coalition. They throw something. You can go on a mission and you just walk into a squad full of the Banish. You know. It's showing you you can put more enemies on the screen. This is the Halo that I just saw so many damn enemies on the screen. It's crazy.
It's crazy, 100. It's insane. I was going to this one pocket around the side of this mountain. Of course, there's many of them, but I was going to this one pocket around the side of the mountain. I finished. It was going to get this sword, this energy sword, and when I made it around the corner, I killed everybody. I was about to leave. It was a door there. I said, I won't be able to open that door. So I went to the door. The door opened up, and it's all of these kind of weapons. And I almost killed myself because one of the weapons shot back at me.
One of it looks like the vault that's in multiplayer.
The purple gun.
Yeah, I don't know what color it was. I just know it shot off a wall and almost killed me.
Oh, you talking about the shotgun? Yeah, that's the shotgun. Yeah, it bounces.
I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, when you play it in multiplayer, you can bounce it off the wall.
Yeah, whatever it was, it bounced off the wall and came right back at me.
Yeah, the heat wave. Yeah, the heat wave ain't for no joke.
Hey, here, I'm mad at Sensei's thoughts here. This dude said he's on his third campaign run, and now he's on Legendary with all skulls on. Okay,
he ain't got no job. He don't count.
Hey man, I want to finish this game so. Dude, I want to finish this game so damn bad.
Hey, Sensei, hang on. I don't know how Sensei beat them, and he playing Battlefield at the same fucking time.
He playing on Special ED Cool. That's how he beating that shit.
Man, I don't know how he pulling this shit off.
There's no way you beating that game like that.
I don't know how he playing Battlefield, throwing clips. Think about it. This man got so many clips, and you know they got TikTok on YouTube. I watch the shorts. They call shorts on YouTube. This man over here murking people on Battlefield in 18 seconds. He didn't kill 18 bodies. I'm like, but then you on Halo. I see him on Halo. I said, damn, what I'm doing wrong?
He's one with the fourth, and the fourth is one.
Man, that's a grandmaster right there.
Sleepy Goblin said the same thing. It's always somebody waiting around the corner and you think you free. I went over this mountain into some little thing and I said, yeah, I just picked up a new I'm forgetting what it's called to power up everything. And all of a sudden I picked this shit up and it's Jackal snipers all over the place. I'm like,
I can't stand them either.
They some son of a bitches.
I cannot stand them. They up scale, and the Jackals talk more shit than they ever did.
These motherfuckers are everywhere.
They be sitting there in the cut, and they be far up in the mountain in the cut sometimes. And you be sitting there blasting, boom, 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 and you wonder why you got knocked down 2 times.
Right, but I'm
down. So you gotta sit there and look at the terrain.
Somebody said that they gonna stop the game and replay it now, and I thought about that because the reason I said that I found the fellas. I saved them. Man, I had 5 cats rolling with me in a Jeep. And I was just handing everybody weapons, right? Man, this one chick had a sniper rifle. And I'm driving down the road. All of a sudden, pow, she shot somebody. I'm like, what the fuck did she do? She shot somebody at the top of a mount, top of one of those polygon pillars. She shot a joker off of that. Okay, and we just rolling around the Jeep looking to start some shit. Okay, but I lost those jokers in the rocks and they stopped following me. I'm like, damn, because I couldn't get back. So now I'm going to calculate when I pick their ass up, and we're gonna roll out on some people. We just gonna roll deep on them. But the game is awesome, man. Game is awesome.
What you think about Punisher? When you heard from your little quiet ass.
Yeah, what's up with him?
Wake up.
I'm over here chilling, listen. Like I said, I haven't played Halo yet. Like, I'm still stuck in the beginning of the game. I've been working all week since that damn game came out, so I haven't had much time with it.
Hey man, ain't it some bullshit with real life jumping away? Are you having fun and
I've been
shit?
wanting to play it, but yeah, I've just been gone.
Yeah, it got my ass this week.
Shit. But we'll see what happens next couple of days. I'll hop on it and see what I can do.
Hey man, and Sensei starts, why do you guys like to crush the Marines when you guys order a Jeep or something from the ship? When I ordered something for the first time, I made sure I had a female Marine with me. I made sure her ass wasn't gonna get killed when that Jeep dropped. I see that on YouTube a lot.
I think it's a joke. To see that you can do it.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Do you get an achievement for it or anything?
I don't know. I'm not achievement dude. Horde like that. I like to see it pop up on my screen, but no.
Hey, here's a question. Shisno Elite said, did any of you see any grunts with shields like the elites and the brutes I have? He said he ran across a few of those.
I see them with elite armor on. Flip, okay. Did that super grunt that you fight at the beginning? Did he have some shields? I don't know. Cause I didn't give he died wrong. Cause I had a missile launcher and I just sit there and did a shocking eye. You know what I'm saying?
He did, because I put him hand to hand combat. I
just bombed his ass. I had 4 missiles. I just boom, 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 and hit him with some grenades, and they were gone.
Hey, here's what I wanted to ask you. Since it seems everybody's played at least the very beginning, what did you guys think about the very beginning? I'm glad that they didn't ruin that, because I couldn't take it, so I had to watch some of the highlights from when different podcasters had an early view of the game. What did you guys think about that fight with Atriox and the Master Chief when Atriox was slamming them all over the damn place?
I never thought that nigga across the damn truck. Master Chief got dog walked.
Hey man, I got pissed. I can't wait to find Atriox. I'm beating his ass.
Master Chief hit his ass with a 4-piece chicken dinner. Hit him with a 4-piece chicken dinner. Hit him with an all-you-can. It still wasn't enough.
Nope.
Hold on, boy. Hashtag spoiler alert. I think Maydock is still alive. He just put in the corner and shit.
Man.
You know what? The disappointing part of that beginning is that they should let you play there. They should let you fight him, and then end up losing to somebody.
Hey, Punisher, I don't mind if I don't fight him at the beginning, as long as I get a chance to exact that revenge later on. Because I'm gonna whoop his ass for that shit. I'm gonna get his ass beat.
Then he throw you out like
he throw your ass off the ship.
You don't like to use the words that I use. He throw your ass out like a little bitch.
He threw his monkey ass straight out the damn ship.
I was mad to the motherfucker. I'm like, man, I need that head. I need that fade back.
Hey, Vodka, you hear this, Vodka? Listen to this, Vodka. That's what happened when you don't got the mantra of responsibility and you're using it the wrong way.
Fuck you. Coke bottle glasses. Oh, chocolate milk drinking looking motherfuckers.
I'm laughing because it's true.
Where is Bean? Where is True? He said he was gonna come on tonight.
I'm glad the chat want to start something. Wild Horse 74 said, wondering if King Thrash analyzed the game yet. His stupid ass can't add.
Man, they ain't nowhere to be found. We tried to go find them last night in space. Me and Flip tried to go find them last night in spaces. They ain't nowhere to find. We found Porter Rock. He was respectful.
Yeah.
We found Porter. We can't find the rest of these dudes. The J Dubs. They got a J everything over there.
J Dub.
Yeah, just no leaders.
J Biggs. J that I
All
didn't tell
of
my family I was gay yet. Jay that I love anime porn with little girls in there. They ain't told all that. They got a bunch of Jays over there.
I'm glad we're talking about that because Post Up disappointed me. And from Post Up being from Chicago, he really disappointed me. Now, the rest of those cats, they can flip-flop except for Mello. Mello is cool on Next Gen show. But sometimes I have to turn them off when they don't want to let Post Up talk. But Post Up disappointed me when he listened to all of that bullshit from Jason Schreier. And you know Jason Schreier's a pony. You know Jason Schreier cannot complete the Cuphead tutorial. So why would you listen to this guy? And then you're gonna say that they need to restructure 343. Did y'all play this fucking game?
No.
I mean, did you play? And what I'm mad about Post Up, I want to say, hey, Post Up. Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the fucking face in practice. Jordan felt bad about it, called Steve and his wife and apologized. Okay. And they still won the championship. Hey, I fought with the point guard on my team. We stayed in the same apartment. Okay. Sometimes your teammates, you're gonna get it. It's tough in there. It's tough at work. It's tough in class. We had this class, business policy and decision making. It was the toughest class at our school. You had to have 4 to 6 people to be in this class on the same team because you had to run a company. Shit, man, we argued the whole fucking summer, but we won the game. Okay? You are not always friends with your teammates. So of course there's going to be turmoil. There's turmoil in every capacity. Just like what's his name? Robbie Bach. He went to Bill Gates and he's like, hey, yo, we're not gonna use this modem. We're gonna use Ethernet. Bill Gates said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So Robbie said, we're gonna have to regroup and represent this shit because I don't think Bill understood. So when they made Bill Gates understand that the Ethernet was the future, not that cheap ass modem, Bill said, okay, I understand now. What do you need me to do? And that was in that interview that Reggie had with Bonnie Ross and all of the fellas, right? So, it's different things that go on, man, and within the team, and you're gonna fight sometimes, And the point guard on my basketball team in college, man, this dude, we on the floor, dude. Don't try and bring that ball up the floor. You better spread way the fuck out because if we close, you in trouble. And that was my best friend, But you're gonna get into it every now and again. Practice is gonna get rough. That design table is gonna get rough, But it's not that there's something wrong with the squad because this game is bad as shit. And
yo.
Yeah. What's up, dog?
Hey, yo, man. Quick question, man. So what did I miss when I just woke up and shit?
You miss everything.
Yeah, man.
You missed. I'll give you a brief synopsis of what you missed. 100 is cool with Jason Schreier. Flip was trying to co-sign with Jason Schreier. Live Wires is telling us how Nintendo make the same thing because they don't want to go hardcore with the R&D. And Vaca is over here begging TK9 to let his weak ass car win his show, and the Punisher is just chilling.
All right. Hey, yo, TK9.
That sounds about right.
Yo, do not let that boy Vaca in that motherfucker, man.
Oh, that recap was on point right there.
Where that shit was, man. But yeah, GK9, if you listening, bro, do not let that nigga Vodka in there, because that nigga car collection in Forza is fucking crazy, man.
That is wicked, dude. That is some bullshit. If Vodka is allowed to
win.
Hey, 100. I vote for 100's car. Fuck Vodka.
For my car. I forgot I even made the car. I got drunk one night and I forgot I made that car. I just happened to go on my downloads. I didn't even bring out the Gremlin. I got the
A100.
Shout out to my man Vodka, man. That's my man right there. That's my
A100. I screenshot that car. I sent it to my boy. This dude stopped work and he was crying laughing. He was like, "What the fuck is that bullshit?" That was funny as hell, boy.
I
blame that on Vodka. Vodka told me how to do it. And I was like, you know what? I got a van. I got a Scooby-Doo van. I never put it together though. I got to
how do y'all do this? You got to download the pictures and put them on there.
Yeah, but a lot of people people don't understand the Xbox community is some crazy guys on Forza. They already down. They they already there. Just got to type in pony and it be there. Sony pony. They stuff is already. I didn't make that nothing. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to do nothing. It's already 1440p. It's got all that stuff for you. You just got to just grab the vinyl.
Let's just say RDNA 3.
Yeah. Yep.
It's great.
RDNA 3 double stack.
100 had RDNA 1 on the side of that damn car.
Hey yo, man. So I'm pretty sure everybody had gave they impressions of the Halo campaign, right?
What's your impression?
What's yours? You coming? You
well,
talk about 5 minutes.
Shit, I mean, everybody know this is my first Halo.
Yeah, we know you hate Halo, and you told us all that you love Haze. Go ahead.
No. Well, yeah. So back in the day, I didn't like Halo because of two things, really. Because you ain't in part 1, the niggas that drop your ass off in the world and don't tell you where the fuck to go. I did not like that shit at all. And then like certain guns or whatever, you couldn't aim down sight. And that wasn't my cup of tea. So it was just like I just stopped fucking with Halo for like years on end. Then Microsoft had dropped this the beta, you know what I mean, and the rest was history. I fell in love with it, you know what I mean? So cool. You know what I mean, so I'm alright. But the campaign though, man, yo, it felt like part 1 to me, like for some reason, like but now I know where the fuck I gotta go. Like the movement is fluid. The gameplay is man, listen, it's top notch. Now, like to me, man, it felt like a sense of loneliness in that motherfucker. It's just like, damn, it's like you in a fucking open world by yourself, and you and your fucking what's old girl name? Katana, right? No, it's not Katana, right?
That's the weapon.
The weapon.
The weapon. I don't like that name.
Why?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna call her the B word, but I called her a couple of unstable creatures last night. Because it was trying to rush me and shit. Come on, G. Shut up, unstable creature. Damn. I'm trying to
like the weapon, really.
Screenshots and shit on
Twitter. Was she supposed to be like a version of something like that? What is she made from her? Something like that.
I think it is made from her, but I don't want to get all up into it.
It's made from Dr. Halsey.
For nobody. I have theories what's going on. Somebody tried to leak something to me the other day, and if I see you in the gaming streets and on the gaming streets, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish telling us what you don't like.
You said the weapon is a fire code by the way. You really
no, some people tried to leak they was trying to leak.
No, you like
what
that name,
was kind of what's going on to try to leak it to a certain extent, and I'm like, don't want to know.
No, what 9 Foot was saying.
I went dark for a while. I came on. Only person I came to talk to was B. B got lonely and shit. You know what I'm saying?
but fuck
because I was going dark. I said I was going dark,
niggas,
and then
man.
I went back to playing multiplayer. Me and being playing multiplayer for most of the night.
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, hell yeah, man. You flip L Vodka, the straight ghosting the nigga. I'm like, yo, like the fuck, okay. Like,
man. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. You
Hey,
gotta,
but
you gotta sit there and
9
listen,
foot,
man. You know how that is.
but like 9 foot just said that way name the weapon, dude. Look, hey, I'm too old to have kids, but if I
What's
had
her real
if I
name?
had a
Fuck her, man.
daughter, hey man, I'd name her as the weapon like a mug. I think that name fire like, hey, that's
I
a
think it's
cold ass
lazy,
name.
man.
Hey, you think they took that shit from the weapon wheel?
Nah.
I don't
No,
think so, dog.
Them niggas ain't that important. Hell no.
I
You
like the
think they
weapon.
playing
She
it?
remind me
Only
of
person gonna
Helena
play this
Fraternal.
smooth. You think the rest of them gonna play it?
Hey, I think they
I
probably
don't
distant
know.
cousins or some shit like that.
I think BG been playing the hell out of it. So at least the multiplayer. I haven't looked at it, but he always have a stream up when I
Oh no, see, I don't
scroll
follow
through
none
my
of
stuff.
them. Like I say, they don't bother
Me either.
me. I don't bother them. We can keep it cordial
Yeah. But I look at my timeline and he's always Halo this and Halo that. So he's showing it.
because
I
they
haven't
need that.
clicked
They need
on
that
to
money. See, that's the thing
it.
about it. That's that e-begging money.
Well,
That's that e-begging money. They need it. It's not. It's not. They don't have to choose a side again. You know, or you gonna give up on something? They can't. You look at all these publications. They give Halo all this stuff, but they will not. They still throw Sony out there. Well, Sony's gonna come up next year, and we're looking out for Sony to bring bigger and better things. Great for Microsoft.
Sony ain't gonna do shit. And I'm gonna tell you something. They're not dropping Gran Turismo next year either. Because Turn
Hey, that
10
game
said
was terrible.
they said Turn 10 said Forza Motorsport is coming next year. Gran Turismo want no part of that shit. None.
shit, they gonna have to.
Yeah,
I think
they,
they
Yeah, they
they're
might as
rush
gonna
to
well
wait.
drop
drop
it
it.
next year. There's no point delaying it. It's like
Shit,
And
they
you
shit's
should
can
no elite,
drop it.
I
get your
agree.
ass
Drop
kicked
something, man.
now instead of getting it kicked later. Just
Hey,
release the
yo,
damn
and
game.
also, yo, I'm pretty sure like people ain't talking about the chess move that Microsoft had dropped for February too, man.
Hold on,
I
did you
mean,
just make a colonism? Say that again. What's the chess move?
the chess move, man. So like everybody know that's February is what it's the Horizon joint, right? The
Yeah, that
Horizon.
that sleeping pill, Horizon Forbidden West.
You know what I mean? And then Microsoft just dropped a little trailer for the Game Awards or whatever. Crossfire X dropping in that month. So
Hmm.
so Microsoft ain't, you know what I mean? So
They're not backing down at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Microsoft been telling Jeff Keighley, "Fuck you." Ever since they've been dropping games and stuff at the
That's
Game Awards,
exactly what he said,
they
Broccoli.
been saying "fuck you,"
Yep.
but motherfuckers don't understand that shit.
Hey,
Absolutely.
hey, how y'all feel about Sony? Because the pony's been trying to jump on me. They tried to jump on me last night, but I wasn't having it. About they acquiring a new studio. I think that's just a help studio to
That's a
support
support
PC games.
studio.
Oh, yeah, you
They
talking
Yeah.
about
got a
Valkyrie?
studio yesterday.
Yeah,
And
that's
these
a support.
motherfuckers is
Yeah.
jumping up for
That
like
ain't
what you say,
shit.
jumping up for joy. What you say, Flip? I'm gonna let you say your
And
thing.
Flip say
so
jumping
that same
Oh,
jacks
go
for
ahead.
studio helped
Jesus.
Jumping jack
Microsoft
for
There you
with
Jesus.
go. You just
Halo
said
Infinite.
it. There you go. You just did it.
Yeah, I forgot the studio helped with God of War, a couple of other
And
games. They
yeah,
actually
Halo
helped with
Infinite.
Xbox games before.
Others ain't can we get another colonism for Hellblade too?
And that is
Bullshit.
courtesy of 9 foot UT. Okay, hey, let's talk about that's a good question there. And great for colonisms. Okay. Colin Moriarty said Sony nurtures their studios. Microsoft, why are they buying everything? They can't nurture studios the way Sony does. They cultivate and they nurture studios. How about this, Colin? How about this strategic sneak attack Microsoft pull that nobody wants to talk about? Here, Hellblade, wasn't that a Sony exclusive? Microsoft said, you know what? I think we'll take that. And one of those, hey, Hellblade, come with us. We're going to give you some of this Forza, Halo, Gears money, and we're going to allow you to spend their money and you make us a great Hellblade game. Hey, Colin, how was that for a strategic move? That's business, Colin.
Hey yo.
Hey, this show is
Go ahead.
for the learned of the community.
You,
Hey,
you
check
want
this
to know
out
what that
though.
was? I know
But
exactly what
wait.
that was.
But wait. Yo, check this out though. Yo, can I add to that though?
Mm-hmm.
Can I add to that? You know what I mean? So you remember the PlayStation 3 the first exclusive? What it was? It was from Ninja Theory.
Oh, you talking about Heavenly Sword?
Yo, that game was fire, low key. Like, and don't Sony still own that? Or
Sony own that.
They own the IP.
Everything Ninja Theory.
Sony owned the game, but Microsoft owned the company.
Yeah, they never owned. They didn't own. The first game they owned was Hellblade.
Yeah.
He said we were just doing games for companies.
See, you got to realize that's not what happened. They went out there and they was testing this game out for Microsoft. That's what they was doing. They was testing the water. You know, oh my God, Hellblade. That's a good game. Look how good it is. Microsoft sat back and they said, listen, okay. The Xbox division, they said, okay, let's see what it will look like on the Xbox. You saw what it looked like on the Xbox. Microsoft said, Sony, you did a good job. I appreciate the hard work that you have done by testing this game out for us. Now, that being said, I own this company now. Now, checkmate. What's your move now?
0.
That's what happened.
Game on.
That's what happened. They took the game out for us, and they wanted to see if Microsoft wanted to see if they fans liked the game. They got a good reception of how the game played, and the fans liked it. But I said, okay, let me holler at you real quick in this dark and mysterious alleyway and shit. And that's what happened. And next thing you know, they came back out owned by Microsoft. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Sony,
and you know how they did flip.
Sony served their purpose. They served their purpose.
Mm-hmm. And it was an easy checkmate move, Flip. You know how you move your rook in a checkmate with your pointing finger and your middle finger, and you just slide that rook down that one line, and you say mate. That's what Phil did. That's how he moved that rook in checkmate position on Sony's ass. That's all. Good move. Good move, Phil. Thanks. Have a nice day. Chump ass Sony. Hey, Live Wires. Did you guys see? And I know Hunter don't want to talk about tech talk today, but I got
Yeah, talk that talk, man. Fuck that.
Fuck you.
Dr. Vaca's favorite guy, Mark Cerny, said developers said they don't want ray tracing. And people running with this shit. Hey, dude,
for real?
You gotta ask Vaca, but Mark Cerny actually said that shit in an interview. So hey, man, look, you know.
You know what? I can believe that because they fan base, as Lawwire said before, they asked for 100. They didn't ask for 100 or 60 frame, whatever, 120 frame or 60 frame. They didn't ask for that. They asked for
because they can't do it.
So. No, but they Sony fans really didn't ask for that. They didn't ask for that shit.
Hey man, I don't know where this stuff come from, but they had that fake ray tracing on the helmet of that sorry ass Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah, but let's keep it a buck. The average consumer don't know about no fucking.
They don't know shit about it.
About no ray tracing. They don't know about no motherfucking immune light situations and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is for us. Because we the gaming nerds. I was gonna say the N-word nerds, but that is too. But you know what I'm saying? But most people don't understand that. They just what looks good. I remember
hey,
my
100.
mom did this,
I don't want to interrupt you, man, but it's a question in the chat from a crackhead. He said,
no, we don't talk to ponies.
He said PS. I thought you wanted to address him.
No, I ain't. I see it. I see.
Okay.
I see Furious. I see Furious all the time.
PS5 sold 26 million.
I just thought you wanted to give him a David.
I give Furious let. No, this is a great day. This is a great day for Xbox. This is a great day for Halo. This is a great day.
Who said something?
Furious.
I just thought 100 wanted to give him a 5-finger slap.
26
no, he always talking about. He always coming here with that bullshit. He ain't new. He want to hear his voice, but he ain't getting no attention at
all.
Yo. His anime doll ran out of batteries and shit.
Let me find out that boy had went to that man house, man, and that man told him them numbers, man.
Boy, I tell you, but they exaggerate with them numbers, man. I don't know where them get their numbers
Absolutely.
from. I mean,
my thing is you want to throw
we said this
26.
earlier. We
But
said
how
this
many
earlier.
PSN Pro? How many PSN Plus people they have? Not even half them
Motherfuckers.
numbers.
Nope, 2 million.
He took my kill. Fuck you, Bone. He took my fucking kill.
Hey.
He took my kill.
Lost
That nigga Bone said, I gotta get it before he do.
Yeah.
He took
Only
my
me and
kill.
Flip
I
know.
take my head off to you, kind sir. I
Only,
take my head
only
off to
Flip Money and only Flip and I know that Sony didn't sell. They're not selling as many consoles as they say they're selling. They lying their ass off. Shit, No Elite is right too, man. Hey, this 60 frames per second stuff is gold. Okay, I mean it's just gold. So right now, and I think I heard you guys talking about this earlier, or it was 100 talking on Lemon's show. Halo looks fantastic, dude. Name me a game that's that open, that looks that good, that has enemy AI everywhere, that acts like that. You have driving vehicles, you have shit flying around. It's shit going on all over the place. There's no other game that looks this good, that does this much at 60 frames per second.
Other thing, check this out. We were talking in Spaces the other night, me and the rest of the fellas. Imagine if this was only on the damn Xbox Series X next. Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, we gonna see that with Forza Motorsport next year.
I think about when it comes to straight
we're gonna see that with
Xbox games,
Hellblade.
I believe when it comes to straight Xbox games, not third party games, Xbox know how to make it for this. Now that's why you got smart delivery.
Absolutely.
They're not getting the same game that we're getting. If you go download that on a regular Xbox One, you're not getting the same game. That's why if you see me play this multiplayer sometime, you see some people that be sitting there.
But it still looks great though.
It look. I get what you're saying. It looked good, and I don't take that away. But if it was only on the new system, dog, it look totally. It would look way better.
No, but Flip, you gotta understand this too.
People said Halo Infinite is next.
You gotta understand this too. We got people on PC playing. They saying playing in 8K 220 frames.
Man, I ain't worried about those people. Those people lying. Fuck those,
you know what I'm saying? But we
play against them on Microsoft Ball trying to play the game.
Yeah, but think about it. When Microsoft makes a game, that's why it's called smart delivery. It knows how to give the assets to anybody. You don't have that asset, so you cannot download this. You don't have the benefits. What game that we got? We got a couple of games that run 120 frames per second, even on the Series S in performance mode.
Yep.
It knows. It doesn't. It's not giving them. It's not giving. It's giving them a game, but they don't get the benefits that we're getting.
Right. And
I understand that. I understand that they're not getting that, but you still have to understand. If this was only on the S and the X, dog, it would look even more better.
Flip. They always start on a high-end PC.
I understand that. I understand that. But it would look even better, Bone. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think it's gonna look no better.
It would.
I ain't think it's gonna look no better because they just not. You got to understand. This is 343. This ain't their first rodeo.
Right.
Of course, it's not their first rodeo, but you still have to understand.
They got a team that's gonna do stuff for this regular Xbox One, the Xbox X,
right?
And they got the team to do from the series.
Right.
They all working together, and it's one code.
Right, exactly. And Flip, here's something else.
It's still getting hold back by previous generations.
I don't.
But Flip, here's what you also have to understand. Flip,
how it's getting hold back.
Flip, here's what you have to understand also. They still have to program the game for a 1060 card because that's the most of the PC users, and that's a lower form than damn near everything. But they're going to use the cloud service to put the game on the other consoles, so it'll be a little bit better. But all of it scales. But we'll see what happens with Forza Motorsport. But when you have to concentrate on one platform and one cloud technology system, then you may get better off. It may be better with that. What's up, the realest one? Hey, shit's no elite ain't shit. He said I can't find the clip, but he said every day or every week, Sony goes up 10 million sold. And they do. Every other day, these motherfuckers, oh, we sold another, we up over 10 million now and shit.
I'm
Always
gonna add on
making
to
up
what you just
bullshit.
said. Other thing, what you just said. Listen here, because Bone don't get it. Trust me. When you see these next generation games that's only for this Xbox, watch how crazy that thing looks. If you're not gonna tell me that they couldn't do the same thing with Halo, watch. Watch it. You see next generation game.
Halo ran,
oh no, we gonna watch it. We gonna watch it.
Flip. If Halo ran on, I may will give you this. If Play ran on Unreal Engine 5, I will give that to you. I'm not giving it to you.
Hey, Hunter, I know you know way more than me about PCs, but I'm gonna disagree with you. I think that Slip Space Engine got some shit for your ass. I think it does.
I'm talking about if you're talking about holding it back.
I'm talking about against Unreal Engine 5.
No, I don't. I know what this is our first. I'm not putting the Slip Space Engine against anything Unreal because they've been doing it for a while. This is the first time. They've
been doing it for a while. What they've been doing for a while?
Unreal been making engines for a while. Epic been making engines for a while.
Oh yeah.
343. This is their first time even trying to create.
343 didn't make this engine. Jason Ronald and his super team made this engine, and 343 told them what they wanted.
Microsoft. That's all the same.
Yeah, but they told them what they wanted. And remember 100. Microsoft have some of the smartest people on earth working there. Okay, I mean these jokers they can do all of this software shit. I mean, they just I put nothing past them. I just don't. And when you have people like Turn 10, because that engine they are the real wizards over there. They something else, man. These cats are incredible. And remember, go ahead, Flip.
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the boy that like on fucking people grandma in VR and shit. They owe that grandma in the ass in VR. He talking about his nasty bastard. He talking about Bungie left Xbox in the dust. So the realist said Sony left Killzone in the dust.
Yeah, that piece of shit. Bullshit. And you know, and I'm mad about that because I kind of like Killzone. You know?
Yeah, Killzone got a lot of potential, that's for sure.
A lot of, don't it? Have a lot of potential,
they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they made that sleeping pill.
There's not an open
Guerrilla Games.
Walking suit.
Guerrilla Games made that.
The same. Right, the same people that made that sleeping pill in Horizon Zero Dawn made Killzone.
Yeah, that's Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla Games, yep. And it did have a lot of potential, man. It had a lot of potential. They didn't want to do campaign co-op, you know. A lot of potential going down the drain, dude. You know what's up with them.
That's what he playing right now on his PS4. He don't got a PS5. That's what he talking. He playing Fortnite.
He ain't playing on the PS4s. He playing on the PlayStation 3.
Witching
on the Star. He witching on the Star, dog. He ain't playing on the PlayStation 4. Beam, how he gonna play on the PlayStation 4 when he don't got one? That nigga playing on the PlayStation 3. Wishing on the goddamn Star. Shit.
Wishing on the Star.
Those bringing the good songs back.
Like, I was trying to get him a little leeway and shit.
No, man, fuck that. I know he don't got no damn thing. This the only thing he does.
Before we get out of here, how y'all feel about the motherfucking video game awards?
Wake up.
Could I go first? I heard y'all talk about this.
I watched it with TK9, but
the video game award.
I heard about this. And I listened to you guys talk about it a little bit, and I'm glad you saw it 100. I wasn't going to watch it either. I'm glad you watched it on our boy TK9 show. I was coming back home from work, and I was listening to it on Grown Women Gaming show. And you guys know I can't stand Jeff Keighley, but I'm going to give Jeff Keighley credit for referencing that pedophile with that PS5 shirt on that people are hiding from. I'm glad that he made reference to it, even though it was a little cheesy. Hey, gotta take my hat off to him. We have to keep it 100 here on this show. But Jeff Keighley ain't shit. I'm still not gonna forgive him for not voting in Forza Horizon 5. And I'm glad the People's Choice voted Halo Infinite as their game of the year. So those were the only two things that I was,
We got more
happy
games than
about.
what you playing on your
But
PlayStation.
go
right
ahead.
now, boy. What you talking about?
Go ahead, live.
Well, for me, the highlight of the show was definitely Hellblade.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of people in their feelings, talking
Mm-hmm.
about.
Nigga, I like that Sonic commercial. I like that Sonic trailer. That shit was fire, man.
Yeah, they had a couple of things in there.
Oh yeah, that Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Nah,
I haven't
I ain't
seen
talking about
that.
the game. I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah, the movie looks good.
The movies look good, but I'm waiting for the game. Frontiers.
I liked a couple of announcements with Tunic. Obviously, we got a date for Tunic, got a
Yeah,
date for
Psychonauts 2
Crossfire.
did get robbed. Yeah, that shit ain't win nothing.
Yeah,
Damn, don't we got
yeah,
a
they did
demo
it,
or
But
Tunic
but
or something already?
neither did whatchamacallit, Ratchet and Clank. They were nothing either. So
Ratchet and
at the
Clank shouldn't
same
have been
time,
they ass at the damn show.
I didn't say they were supposed to win. I'm just saying they ain't win nothing.
But
I'm
at the
glad
same
they
time,
didn't win
X-Play
shit.
had gave Psychonauts 2 their game of the year, so that's a
Yeah,
win
well, I
for
mean,
them.
there's gonna be multiple
Shout out to
companies
G4
giving
TV.
Psychonauts.
Yeah,
So
definitely
I'm gonna
100.
give a shout.
it's just to
I'm,
keep.
I'm,
You know what I mean?
but hold on, I'm gonna give a shout out to Vodka, aka Major Nelson's best friend. Major Nelson said it was a ripoff. He think it was legit. That
He sure did. Yes, he did. Hey,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Major
shout out.
Nelson said that?
Hey, check this out,
That's what
man.
he
I'm gonna
said.
shout out to
And
this.
I'm quiet, but I didn't see it.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out to this guy TK9 in the chat. He said Metroid Dead should have won Game of the Year. Hey, TK, Metroid Dead is Metroid Dread is a Nintendo game. It's this Metroid game before TK9 was born. That was out, right? So, and I doubt, I'm tripping. But anyway, TK9 loved this game, and it's a side scroller. And the reason I'm the guy that people hate because I would never let an indie game win my game of the year because I've been playing this shit since the 70s. Okay. So when you graduate and come all the way back this way, Pitfall Harry evolved into Tomb Raider, Metroid turned into Halo, Night Driver from 1978 and Pole Position from the 80s turned into Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo. I've seen the evolution of all of this stuff. So I can't go backwards. I have to stay here. And I'm gonna tell you, TK, this Metroid is like Contra. Contra, the first Contra, not even Contra 3, Alien Wars that was on the Super Nintendo, or Contra Hard Corps that was on the Sega Genesis. Play those two. Okay, two totally different games with the Nintendo and their scaling and rotation, and in co-op and the side-scrolling style of Contra 3 Hard Corps on the Sega Genesis. All of those games turned into a Halo-like game. So it's hard for me to go backwards. When I lived those games, and then I'm here. Now I could only focus on something with the movement and the AI of gears and that horde. And now Halo and this, where enemies are everywhere, all around you. You think you pass the enemies, but no, these jokers just keep walking around. So that's why I can't go backwards and like people talking about. Now I haven't played this game. I just hear, what's that one game where you play as co-op and it won Game of the Year, I think. What's the name of that game?
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Okay, they say that game is great. I'll play it one day. But when I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, come on, man. Hey, and they praise it for it. You can't play it a single player. You have to play it co-op. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, hey, man, I played some hellified campaign co-op games. Okay, for like 20 years solid with my son when he was 3.5, and now that nigga is 22. okay? And we could still do this shit. So I play some badass co-op games, man. So I wouldn't have even voted that.
What's the game that
Me
Epic
and
made? The
hold on,
side
me and Lon
scroller
going,
vein. I can't think
jump
about
on
it.
It Takes
I
Two.
always forget. I'm trying to look it up right now.
Because me and Lon the only one that really played Take Two on this podcast. And
TK9 gonna make me play this game. He said it's on another level.
No,
I don't understand how that game got Game of the Year. Live. Who do you think? Do you think that game should have got Game of the Year? Because we the only one that on the panel that played that game.
Which one?
It Takes Two.
Well, I ain't played too many other games.
We didn't finish it, so
y'all didn't finish it.
I don't know.
No. We in the game. We deep in here, but we ain't finished yet. That game does not for me.
It's in the bad game.
It does not deserve. It's not. But come on, that's not a game that I would sit up here and say, "Oh man, that's Game of the War."
Yeah, I'm about to get kicked backstage.
Who backstage?
Oh well, if Live Wires get kicked backstage, we gotta go.
Yeah. What's the game that came out that Epic made?
What's up, Emmanuel A1?
An Epic made, and it was I thought they was gonna come out with a new one at E3. They made a definitive edition. I always forget about it. I'm trying to go through my game catalog to so damn big.
Epic made. Oh, you talking about that crazy game? Like, would you shoot
it's
the
side,
like a grapple hook
that reminds me of Dread. That reminded me of Dread, and that game was fun as fuck.
Bionic Commando.
No, it wasn't that. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it.
I'm trying to look for. I probably skipped over it. I'm looking for it because I got both editions. Shadow Complex.
That's what it was. Yep.
Shadow Complex remind me of that game. And I can't shit on Shadow Complex. I'm not gonna shit on that because I told people I was gonna buy the remaster of that game and I bought it. I just liked the game. It was fun. It was fun. It was different.
Yeah, but I'm glad you guys play these games, man. I like listening to it, especially Vodka and Savage when they get on the road and Flip get pissed off and is like, hey, man, I'm going to delete both of these motherfuckers when they start talking about Black Desert and all the shit that does.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Emmanuel A1, my good brother.
He is a rebel.
Shout out to the $5. Said what's up 100 and love the change of the name of the podcast. The Game Awards needs a black host to make it more interesting.
I could go with that. Now, shout out to Yobi.
I can go with that, but right now we need anybody other than Jeff Keighley.
Anybody. Adam, I'm glad Adam Cecil is back. And E-Rock said the other day, he said, Adam Cecil is my hero. But he did not like that Adam was about to give Halo a 3 out of 5 and had to get a 4 out of 5 because of the multiplayer. I agree completely. Adam must have been on drugs that day.
Hold on. I understand I get what he's saying though, but we got to look at it from the scale. It's no different than 1 to 10 and 1 to 5. If you're looking at a 4, 5 being 10, a 4 is like 9 or something like that. 3
bro.
Will be average.
That teacher they're gonna add that 4 in. No, they're gonna add it in the wrong way. They need to just change their score but a 3 out of 10 is like a 60. Nah, that ain't good enough.
To me, it's not more like a 70.
I thought it was like a 3 out of 5.
But when that teacher factor that grade in the right way, it's a 60. And that is a D. And that means you're in trouble. That means you have to go. If you're my kid, you have to face me. And that's not going to be a good look. So, no, man, that's not good.
That's their opinion. I mean, all that shit is opinion based.
It is.
That's how they feel. You like Phil say, you tell me every night. You cannot get mad at their opinion. And I'm like,
hey man, we got Live Wire's cousin over here doing the math. Emmanuel A1 say 4 out of 5 is 80%. And that's at a parochial school, that 80 is a C. Okay, that is not a B. That is a C you looking at right there. So that ain't good either. Halo is a 90 game, period. 90 game, not a 80 game, but a 90
No,
game.
but
the Halo Russell.
it takes two.
Halo Russell.
It takes two. Shouldn't Ben gave it a year. I could satisfy with the Metroid.
Yeah, I don't think that type of game.
100, I'm glad you brought that up. Here's what just like 100, you said if it was a 3 out of 5, you believe it's higher than that. When somebody says something is game of the year, to me, that means I'm going to buy a console for that game right there. Because that game right there, this game of the year, I could play that game for months on end and not get tired of it. That's what game of the year means to me. A game that I could play over and over and over and over and over again, nonstop. That's what game of the year is to me.
But we already know what it is. We know what it is. They didn't want it.
Why they can't leave game of the year to the fans? You go grab the get 5 best PC games. You get 5 best Xbox games. You get 5 best PlayStation games. 5 best Nintendo games. You let the people vote on them once, and then you let them vote on them again when they all drop down to 1.
Hey, well,
we want to spend our money. Jeff Keighley ain't bought me shit.
Well, 100 they did.
You know they should go back to. I like it better when they vote for game of the year. Would have to be a third party game that everybody wanted. Now, when it comes down to Xbox and PlayStation, what is your Xbox game of the year game like that? Because what Jeff Keighley doing, he did that shit because he did not want to pick Xbox. That's all that was. He didn't want to pick a game that Xbox had that deserved it. Sony ain't had shit. What game Sony had the whole year? Nothing. So
Ratchet and Clank, that was about it.
Right. They could have gave it third party.
Man, I ain't heard Returnal until it was that the other night.
Returnal is some bullshit. Hey man. Shit No Elite is at it again, and he's 100% right. And this is what we do, man, and chats all over the place. Shit No Elite, where's this shit go? He said, let's be honest though, all Xbox games start at a -5 to -10, and that's exactly right. They always start underneath the damn scale. And I said this in somebody else's chat. Whatever the score is, add 10. And that's your true Xbox score. So Halo is sitting at 86. It should be a 96. That's the final score. You have to add 10 on that shit. I know live wires will shoot that down and say, well, if we added this shit, then we calculate this. And when we're trying to swing around Jupiter, we won't make it the rest of the way. We won't make it back home because you added 10 to this shit and we'll just explode. That's what the fuck live said.
Yeah, man, they don't.
Anything else y'all want to
I
talk
agree
about?
with you, man.
That's it, man.
Fuck Jeff Keighley. Who else? I had a fucking list here. All the fucking people. I was gonna say fuck you too.
Get your list out, Flip.
Fuck IGN.
Yeah.
Fuck GameSpot.
Yeah.
Fuck Digital Foundry.
Shout
out to G4 TV.
Fuck Colin Moriarty.
Fuck Colin Moriarty. Well, you know, he probably would want a man to fuck him, but forget that piece of shit. Shaggy Dude. I don't like you either. Even though you got Velma on there. Destin, you a sometime. I think you like bending over and you be using butt cheek Xbox or PlayStation, whatever one you want in the middle. I don't like you be bullshitting too. What else? Turboverse is okay. What the other dude?
Turboverse is shit.
Alex. It's Alex. Alex, he just like the trolling shit. You fuck them.
Yeah, he's a troll for good.
Who I'm missing, Bo? Who else I'm missing?
You missing Greg Miller.
Spermway, fuck you too.
Greg Miller, Spermway can go back and turn it to a sperm. Who else?
You missing Xbox has no games. He's some bullshit.
Yep, Rich Line to clickbait USA.
Thank you. Cucumber on USA. They like to look on a cucumber and suck mayonnaise off of it. And what's his other name? Who else we get? Oh yeah. The boy Xbox have no game. I already know what it is with you. You upset and mad because your grandma used to play in your butthole when you was little. I get that. What the other motherfucker that used to come on the show? What was the other motherfucker's name, bro? That used to come on the show and shit. Chris Hart, you better watch your back because somebody might be fucking your girl tonight. Who else?
Hey, Punisher, he is killing me.
Who else we got, Bone? We got more people, man. You know what I'm saying? Crack Gamer, you can't come back. You go ahead and just sit back
and come back.
Blow on
Salty, hey, Flip, Saltiest Gaming.
Saltiest Gaming, I don't even know you. I don't know you. I don't even know you, and I don't like you.
He ain't shit.
You can go back and sit on a pack of hot dogs one by one between your butt cheeks. I know you like that.
MBG.
You need to tell the truth that tattoo is not real. That you got to give the war. Fuck the whole D and all his crew. They all a bunch of bullshit and shit. Post up. You got to step up. What else? Who else we got?
MBG.
MBG. Good one.
MBG. Yeah. You're another weird motherfucker. MBG. Don't think I don't know what you did when you try to turn off your podcast and shit and telling your girl stop playing with your butt. I know about that too. I heard.
Don't forget Red Dragon, Flip.
Oh, Red Dragon. I said it to you earlier.
Red Dragon gets the moron of the decade award.
Red Dragon, I understand. You have a lovely, beautiful baby. I don't talk about people's children. You have a lovely, beautiful child.
Off limits.
You have and you probably have a beautiful wife. But get it together. Stop fucking with the Xbox. Stop tweeting about who won this or who won that with Xbox. Stop it. Because if you don't like Xbox and you there for Sony, go cheerlead it and do flips and shit with Sony and shit, man. Go ahead. Leave Xbox alone, Red.
Hey, Flip. Hey, Flip.
And embarrassing right now.
Hey, Flip. And on my outro, I want to say a different kind of shout out to the collusion of TK9 and Vodka for cheating to win his greatest car picture award, because we know Vodka is illegal, but TK9 gonna let him in there anyway, and to mess up us common folk. Yeah, that shit too.
Okay. Oh, he said Omar. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out for Omar for having sand in his asshole. Which is his pussy. Shout out to the sand in his pussy. Shout out to that nigga Omar.
And hey, smoke weed every day.
Shout out to all the good people that's in the chat. Stop being scared and coming to party and shit. Stop being scared, y'all. For real. Stop playing.
No, we ain't gonna be too deep. I want to concentrate tonight.
You know what I mean?
Man,
get the hell off. Get the hell off. You don't gotta stay in the party, bro. You don't have to stay in the goddamn party.
It's my party, it's my party, and I can't.
You don't got no damn party, man. How you trying to take up a party that I made already?
If I can.
Great show, man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I hope y'all appreciate this, man. You know, shout out to everybody. You know, we really do appreciate y'all, man. And like I said, go check out the Dragon's Den. I was on there.
Great show.
You know, was on there and shit. Go check out
you know what
my man Zobi and the Renegades. The Renegades on Tuesdays. Yeah, the Renegades on Tuesdays. Them guys, I wanted to sneak in. I wanted to sneak in earlier. I wanted to sneak in yesterday on last Tuesday, but Halo got me.
Shout out to Sega, man. He the shit.
Yeah, shout out to Sega. Yeah, shout out to the
whole Xbox. Don't listen to that
the real
shit. We grown ass men. We ain't gonna buy that shit. Shout out to the most powerful Xbox team. That's us.
Ebot, world's most powerful gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that. Not only that. For the kids out there, I know it's COVID. Stay in school. Cause crack is a hell of a drug. Look at
it is. And shout out to TK9. That joker crazy as hell too.
Well, we out of
Oh
here,
my
man.
God.
All
We
right,
outta here.
fellas.
Going back on Halo. God bless y'all. Tell your mother
Thank you
good
for
night.
coming out. God bless you. See you next week.
Mm.
Took that from Russell Simmons.